We're recapping her on things that happened last time, basically. I think that's all we missed. It's probably fine.
Yeah, we're telling her about the evidence we got.
Accuse Mr. Marshall? Aren't we a defense attorney? Why is your defense an offense?
Because we're defending by offending someone else. If we have to play the cards, we're dealt with. Isn't that right, Miss Scott? You know how it is, blaming someone for something that you didn't... Cool. How about I do anyway?
February 24th, 10 a.m., District Courtroom, number 9.
Come on.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky.
The event is ready, Your Honor. Sounds like you're munching on something good.
The prosecution.
Oh no.
I'm afraid you'll have to clarify that laughter. It takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department from the prosecutor's office. Yes, the victim Bruce Goodman was slain at both places at the same time. And that's not physically possible, is it? Nor is it scientifically possible. What's more, I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared. Yes, and the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edgeway's car.
Yeah, this is messed up.
Teleport's behind you. Nothing personal, prosecutor. What emergencies as prosecutors to present impartial evidence? Today I'll present evidence relating to the murder at the police department.
Oh, I know we didn't do a actual recap of what happened last time. It's only been a day or so. But didn't we find out that it was really only rumors that he had been forging evidence and all that? The worst he's done to us, at least, is the updated autopsy report stuff, which is everything. It's become a meme at this point. So am I wrong on thinking that? That we basically had it confirmed by him, if we are to take his word for it, that, he's got his pride, I guess, he was saying, he would never stoop that low, even though, that was... It's not like he ever denied the claims until now.
I don't remember anything like that, but that doesn't mean much.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I feel like that was something he talked about, because he gave us the, whatchamacallit, the aluminum powder to go do stuff. And so that's what we did last time, and he was like, do what you gotta do. I'm helping you basically, because I want this to go, fairly, especially since he's already got a lot of heat on him from everyone else. So I don't know. I feel like that I might be right on that, but who knows?
And in doing so, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself. Now that's what sets Mr. Edgeworth apart from the rabble. He sounds so on top of things. Even though he doesn't know what's going on, nobody knows anything, but Edgeworth acts like he does, and I believe him.
I mean, I get it, but I don't think that's a trait that's necessarily admirable.
Oh, Phoenix, you never understand. All women love liars.
Oh, okay.
Very well. I see that is why my marriage failed, is because I was too honest as a judge. Regardless, let this trial resume. On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department? Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your first witness. What's first witness the prosecution calls? The suspect of the murder that occurred at the police department. The suspect? You mean the so-called murderer?
This little boy. Things are getting wild from the get-go. He's so confident. Oh,
The police department, right. She was the prosecutor.
gotcha. I forgot.
Hello.
How good we get to hear him talk some more.
Will the witness please state his name and occupation and nothing else? I cannot stand hearing you speak.
Yeah, hello. I am Officer Meekin, sir. I am eating also so much food in this courtroom.
Mike
Meekin. Oh, that's very fun. Alright, my occupation is well, that would be murderer, sir, currently, sir.
So you're a hitman?
Sir, it was me, sir. I'm the one who did it. I can't take the pressure. I'll never kill anyone again, sir. You have got to believe me, sir.
Actually,
No, sir. I'm what you would call the part of the younger generation. A person whose actions adults can't possibly comprehend. I'm on the Twitters and the TikToks and the memes and the subreddits.
he's saying so much lingo I don't understand. Edgeworth, you're helping me. Officer Meekin.
You're hip.
Yes, sir. My fellow young fellow.
Give us your report of the crime. That is in order.
Yes, sir, as you wish. After all, I'm part of a generation that does what they're told. Wow, well, okay. I would not claim him as our own of the generation of young people, but can't fault him for his lack of enthusiasm. Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. I was only doing what I was trained to do. And I was suddenly attacked, which I was not trained to do. I fought for my life. And then I did it. After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake. I know that is your custom here. It happens every time.
We literally have it on camera, like tape, right? Like,
Well, we
this is
don't. We
very
weren't able to
difficult.
access any security camera footage, but...
Oh, sure.
So the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you?
Do unto others before they do unto you. That's the Feekins family motto, sir, in my nondescript European country. Those are the first words we learn.
Okay. And then you fainted, and a colleague helped you regain consciousness via abuse.
Yes, sir. He knocked me right upside the head, sir.
Very well. Phoenix, do your thing. Good luck.
Alright. What I need here is more info to work with. Also, something I recall from last time, so Edgeworth was also in the evidence room, and it looks like he was set up by the chief of priests to go get evidence.
Was it him that was there? Was it the chief of police that asked him to go get evidence or something?
I think so.
Damn,
Like, I think that was what was so sus. Mr. Meekins, you work in the General Affairs Department, do you not?
Yes, sir. I'm in charge of hiring new recruits, sir. They say I'm very approachable and am good at making friends.
Wow! I was again, I'm in character, because I literally was like, wow, that sounds like someone should not have put you up to that. Yikes.
Evidence transfer was taking place on the day of the crime, which meant many officers were given special tasks not ordinarily performed or performed.
I was in charge of guarding Blue Badger.
The Blue Badger.
Yes, sir. The lovely police mascot created by the chief of detectives, sir, of his own volition, original idea, definitely not ripping off anything else, sir. That is its full title. I was to ensure it wasn't broken during transport process. That was my sole mission for the day, and I would give my life to carry it out.
Sounds very important.
After the award ceremony finished that day, there were so many people running around. I've never seen so many flesh bodies. And I relocated the badge to evidence room.
Oh, so that's why you went to the evidence room. Travis, what did you see when you got there?
How did you enter the evidence room? You need an ID card, am I correct?
Precisely, sir. And I have one right here around my neck.
So then, your ID number should be listed on here, right?
There it is. Find it. This one right here. Look where I'm pointing.
But you read instead.
Oh, fine. It is 4989596. That is my number. I have it tattooed onto my left buttock.
Okay, that seems like... You know what? Your money, you can, spend it on whatever you want. Even if it is dumb tattoos. But the number 4989596 is shown as being used twice.
Please explain, witness. It's no mystery here, sir. The first time is when I relocated Blue Badger to room. And second time is when I went to go get him after everything settled and there were no more bodies. And so, it's consuming me. Pressure is so... Population is so high here.
I see. So it was during that second time when...
Yes, sir. That was when I spotted man on security green and killed him.
Okay. So you were attacked. Can you please tell us exactly what happened to you?
It was a knife, sir. Knife. Just...
The detective couldn't have put a knife on you. What happened then?
Well, with me charging in on him like that, you looked as surprised as I was.
You aren't exactly the kind of person someone would want to run into.
It's very strange, because I am in charge of new recruits for being so approachable, so I do not understand why he would be so off-put. Regardless, that's when I reacted. I swung my arms like an octopus, struggling to detain him. That's how I got this gash on my hand.
Okay, so you went Kuro-sensei on him.
Maybe if you just kept your cool. Maybe if you just kept your cool, your hand wouldn't be... When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. And I grabbed man by collar.
What exactly do you mean when you say you did it?
I know I don't look the type, but I'm really into kung fu films, so that's how I obtained octopus form. Man let his guard down for instant, so I snatched his knife.
You took his knife?
I spun him around, performed a disarming maneuver. Here I now demonstrate. And I made sure to close my eyes like man. You never want to face your opponent head on.
See. He must have been desperate.
Next thing I knew, his white coat drenched in sea of blood, and then... The next thing I knew...
Yes.
He punched me right in my face, sir! I was just doing my job, I don't understand why he punched me face.
About what time did you regain consciousness?
No offense, sir, but how would I know that? I am unconscious, no concept of time.
Right. I just
Have you ever
maybe
been punched
thought...
in the face, sir? Nothing makes sense.
According to the report from the officer that woke up the witness, it was about 5:30.
Thank you, that's what I was getting.
He hit me right in the head, too. I woke up crying tears of pain. I have a hell of a jaw, but my head is not so tough.
That's nice. It's nice that you recovered, that is.
When I came around, though, I made sure to finish my mission.
Your mission?
Yes, Blue Badger, sir. I never want to leave a job undone.
Oh,
I returned into entrance before things got out of hand.
well, we can all rest easy now.
Who knows what sort of anarchy would have taken place had I not?
I believe we now have a fairly accurate picture of what happened.
Yes, Your Honor. Only one thing remains unclear. Was the madness officer murdered really the victim?
Yeah, he's got a point. I'm getting
Yes, Officer Meekins.
With regard to that, sir, take a look at this. It was sent to my jail cell. Chief Gant delivered it to me just this morning, sir.
The chief of priests.
He delivered it? He delivers sinners?
What is that? Why are you finishing each other's sentences? Also, is this a VHS? I actually know this.
Yes, sir, absolutely right. VHS, sir. I am younger generation, but I know older generation things to bridge gap. And it contains footage from security camera evidence. Hello.
Objection!
We are not doing this again. I specifically asked if there was such a tape, and I was told it had been mistakenly erased.
That's quite a mistake. Almost as big of a mistake as yours from yesterday.
Oh, Judge, not the time. I gave you $50 already.
I just do what I'm told, sir. It's really the only thing I'm good at. I don't have will of my own.
Okay, looks like communication with the police department is as good as ever.
Well then, let's have a look-see. Show us the video of you committing the act of murder.
Oh, please stop using word murder, sir. It scares me.
You called yourself a professional murderer.
I say killer. I hit man. I kill. I slaughter, but I do not murder.
Alright, a video of a real murder. Just what are we getting ourselves into?
Scientifically speaking, I don't know if I should watch this, but I'm gonna anyway.
Yeah, I was actually just
You
about to
can't
tell
cover
you
my
to
eyes.
look away.
It's horrifying.
Yeah, no,
Oh
I
shit, we
agree.
didn't see a handprint on Badger, but there's one right there. Didn't we spray him? What's with the security camera? This is a terrible. Why would you have a? Well, actually, you know what? I guess security cameras do kind of rotate like this.
I'm surprised we were getting something animated at all.
That sure was a disarming method he used there. Totally whipped him around. Threw him off. How did he get out?
Yeah,
I guess that's what it means when
That
you say he
is-
disappeared. Like, he literally...
I know, that's a disappearing act for sure. Okay, so he Houdini'd himself out of the room.
I did not sign up for Kangaroo Court to deal with magic.
Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing. How can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirred within us? I speak on...
What the hell was that wriggling piece of plywood? Sir, that is the pride and joy of Intercriminal Department, sir. It's
Oh, I wouldn't say
pleasure.
it's the pride. I wouldn't say it's the pride of the police department. Why am I not surprised this isn't going smoothly? And that Edward doesn't think
This
it's
is par for
nearly
the
as strong
course
as they
for you.
Yeah.
Yes, well, anyway, the tape seems to prove the witness did indeed encounter a living human being in the evidence room and some sort of activity to...
Your Honor, instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness's testimony will suffice. Is that all right with you, Officer Meekins? Yes, sir, as you wish, sir. I give it 1 Yahoo out of 1. His face cannot be clearly seen in video. But there's no question the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened locker which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint. Locker he opened, unquestionably on Detective Goodman's locker. That must be him. No one else could have done it.
Well, that's not necessarily true.
What's this
Considering
about a
we have his ID.
fingerprint?
Each detective has been given a lock or a clue with a fingerprint-activated lock. And these locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to.
Intriguing. Technology. That would mean the victim at the crime scene would have to have been Detective Goodman. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
God, I keep forgetting about the fingerprint opening lockers. That's what's tripping me up. Alright. I don't know where this cross-examination will lead. But everything begins with contradiction. That's where I have to start. It's time for a bullet refute! Tell me, were you able to get a good look at him? At the face of the man who attacked you with a knife?
Oh, hello. I believe I would be classified as shit, I missed first line. Ladder something.
The ladder? But you were standing right in front of him, were you not? Like, I think it was like the scene. I don't know, we can replay it.
More to the point, you're the person who fought him, aren't you?
Oh, yes, sir. But I didn't get a clear look at his face, sir. First rule of Kung Fu, close eyes, never look opponent in face. I'm not the kind of guy who looks directly at people when talking with them, you see.
Yeah, that's a good trait for a police officer.
Still, I shot it was him. I bet my badge on it, and it's all I have to my name.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. But you don't know that for sure, do you? You never actually saw Detective Goodman's face.
Well, I suppose you might say that. That is, if you must label people as having seen or not seen it.
Since his face can't be identified in the video, only you can verify it.
Why is everyone looking at me? If I had to label your stares as disturbing or... Hello.
That was actually a squeak, like in the game?
Yeah, that was like a chicken rooster from the game. That was not me.
Oh, wow.
Having been shown a questionable video at best, we are not in the best of moods. Now please be more certain when you testify. Yes, sir. You blame the man who brandished the knife when he was Detective Goodman. Tell us why you are positive it was him.
About these lockers, is there no other way to open them?
No, sir. I myself have tried all kinds of methods in the past. They only respond to fingerprints, sir.
I wonder what kind of methods he's
Tried
tried.
explosives, spit, crowbars, gunfire, blood. None of the above work.
If the man opened the locker's lock, which only responds to its registered fingerprints, then he must be the person the locker was assigned to.
Exactly my point, sir. And this too.
How did you know that information?
I've heard rumors, sir, from people in the know, sir. I train everyone to come in. I have wide connections.
People in the know.
The workers in the department cafeteria, sir. They keep me informed. They also listen to my any romantic troubles, my voice. They love it all.
Mm-hmm.
For the record, we do not discuss romantic troubles in the courtroom. Phoenix.
I mentioned I have not been horny on main this entire case, or at least this one trial day. So leave me out of that.
Did indeed belong to Sentinel. A verify this information from a more reliable source.
So the victim opened the locker with his own fingerprints.
However, the most important detail is not shown in this video. The man's face.
Sir, I may have something, sir. May I say something?
Please do, it's literally what you're supposed to do.
I don't understand why man's face is important in case. I mean, it was his hand that opened fingerprint lock. His hand dealt killing blow, not face. If hand is guilty, man is guilty. Oh, it was his hand that tried to thrust his knife. My unsettled state can testify enough to this, sir.
Yes, you are quite unsettled. Footage doesn't lie.
That is, unless the defense can find a problem with it. Miss Wright, let's check the court record again. It's time
Yes,
for my
he's
specialty.
He's challenging me. That clearly means he wants me to, come out on top. Regarding the video contained on this tape, also, I hope you're really proud of me for not making a joke about coming out on top. There is one thing in particular that seems rather strange.
Strange.
This contradiction leads to the possibility that the man may not have been Detective Goodman.
This video contains such a contradiction.
Objection!
Interesting.
Your Honor, I have a proposal.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth.
Dude, Edgeworth, I already proposed!
I propose we have the defense point out to us this alleged contradiction in the video.
You want me to point it out?
Very well, proposal accepted. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence. I will now play the security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us the contradiction you speak of.
Alright, I have to point out a problem in the video. Cool. This is the first time I've ever had to do that. Cool.
You can do it, Mr. Wright. I've set it up so you can fast forward, rewind, or pause the video. Just take a good look and be sure to point out the right thing. Please don't
Sure.
play it too many times. I cannot take it.
Oh, this guy ever become a police officer? I do not know.
Now then, Mr. Wright, enlighten us. Where's the contradiction that indicates the man made? Okay.
What do we got here? Okay, Allegedly dancing evidence death due to lost blood. One knife wound died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. Okay.
I didn't spot a contradiction in the first watch, so I guess I'll just have to watch extra closely.
Oh shit! Okay, thank God.
We found the glove at the crime scene already, right? That's where we found it.
So Meekins is in there. 450, 514,
So they were both in there.
514.
According
I
to
guess
the
that
ID.
matches up.
Yeah.
Rubber glove. Okay. Okay, he walks in. Opens it, out falls the glove. He stares for a bit. Meekin comes in. Okay, he punched his face.
Very convenient that the thing is hiding.
Wait. Okay, he slams him into it. And he raises his hands.
He's got blood on his
Shoulder.
shoulder there.
He's got the knife in hand.
Was there blood on him prior? Or not prior, but like after we found his body? I doubt that's a thing that we can do.
When my mouse guy found a crime scene wrapped in defendant's muffler, smelled like that. Who would love? Screwdriver.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's the evidence that he went to go get.
They did both enter at Bruce Goodman, Mike Beacon's 514, so that tracks. I don't.
Oh, that's what I was thinking of. The picture where it has blood on the jacket that was his.
Sorry. Oh yeah, that is his jacket. Yeah. He does have blood on it there. Okay, investigators on a crime scene. God dang it. On a crime scene. No prints, trace of victim's blood.
Is that Edgeworth's knife he used? Or no, that couldn't have been Edgeworth's knife because that was what was in his car. That has to be the switchblade that he used.
This one.
Yeah.
Please hook up. Frame by frame. That's open. He punches him. There's no blood on his jacket here. Oh no, yes there is. Yeah, there already is. Okay. Don't know.
Could that be paint? I don't know why it would be, but there's a paint can up there, so I don't. At least I think that says paint. This is PAI. I don't know how I would have gotten on him.
Parking lot at Edgeworth's car. Committed white no shoes, which was good in the sky. Scene of the stabbing at the PT. Yeah, so blood's there, blood's there, blood's there. That tracks. Kind of with where it walks.
I really don't see how this glove is.
I'm not seeing it either. I wonder if it'll replay, if it'll just like, go all the way through. Like they might say something if I just let it keep playing. Nope, just loops. Okay.
Oh, wait. Go back. All the way to, well, I guess. I just rewind to the... Okay, so notice that remember how the thing that they said, I think it was Gumshoe? He said he stuffed something in the locker and it was hanging out. And then fast forward to after, I guess, the incident. there. It's hanging out.
Yeah. But
I don't know what that proves, but I don't know what that proves.
I don't think we were able
But
to
that's-
get in there to like know what it was. Final blank hand left in the evidence room had been wiped.
Yeah, that's his lock. Which locker was that?
It was
It was on Gumshoe's locker, right? I think that was Gumshoe's locker because he was mentioning something about how he stuffed something in there. Maybe.
Okay, wait. So what is? Sorry. What is? Not this one. So indicator indicator lamp lights up when it's open. Does that change also? Where are we? Are we back at the start?
It's-
Or are we at the end? Okay,
But the light showed. The light was on, saying it was open.
right. Okay. So when he. I know. So that one is off right now, where this thing gets put in. That's already
And
open.
it's still on.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, huzzah. Nope, that's not how you do it. How do I? Oh. Take that!
The thing that's strange about this video would have to be, this.
Hold on a second, I need to use my eye drops. Still don't get it.
Oh, would you
Wait,
mind if I?
Was I not?
I take it we got it wrong.
Look at me.
Before your eyes get too teary, perhaps you should think through this again. Okay, wait. How do I? Just remember one thing: every time you point your finger, someone gets hurt. Someone pointing a finger, blah blah blah. You point fingers all the time. Play scary day. Contradiction. How do I actually? Because I wasn't able to present the. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. I wasn't able to actually present the thing. It just says E to present. How do I?
Yeah, you can't tap on anything. Okay.
How do I?
At least they're not penalizing us.
So I have to. But it's open. Maybe I need to click on the actual light. I mean, like the evidence we have is the entire locker. That's like the light bulb. Okay, there we go. More confidence this time.
The thing that's strange about this video has to be this. Officer Meekins.
Sir, me?
As I understand it, the locker apparatus works like this. When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint. If it's a match, the light turns on and the locker is released.
According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir.
So then, or if so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture.
Am I supposed to be doing something here?
Now,
Looks like it's just playing again.
when the victim reaches for the handle to open the locker, let's rewind to a little earlier.
Agony! This is
What was that?
hell!
Oh.
This is hell!
Here, there's the light.
What's this? It's it's already lit, son. I love a party.
Oh no.
I am trying to connect with the youths.
It's not working. But that's, I mean, precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle.
Is that a bird in here? Where's the sound come from?
Order! What does that mean? Is there another eagle in this courtroom?
Yes, the eagle of justice. It's very simple, Your Honor. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime.
The locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When the door is shut, sensors trigger, and the locker is automatically locked.
Oh, I know, it must have broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this, but
That's not likely at all. The sensor will detect and report any malfunction.
oh, well, it just goes to show novices should keep their mouth shut. I'll just never speak again. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation?
Me, Your Honor?
Yes, why wasn't the locker locked?
Me, Your Honor? Yeah, well, you see, this literally isn't my field. I pointed out a contradiction. Well, what do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator?
I'm a child and cannot. This isn't my job. Maybe something like jam the sensor?
Oh, the glove.
Like a certain something that fell out of it?
Yeah, something jammed the sensor. Say, there's something else that seems out of place in this video.
Yeah, I thought so too. I'm a scientific investigator. There's got to be another clue somewhere in this footage. I'll take care of this.
Very well, let's inspect the video once more. The locker wasn't locked. Point it out, Phoenix.
You see, according to the laws of gravity, when something falls, that means something else is blocked. Right there! Shit! Phoenix, rewind, frame by frame. Zoom and enhance. Take that! Put the video on its vertical axis.
Please watch closely. This is the continuation of the part I showed you earlier.
I crave the sweet release of death.
At least the music isn't playing.
Thank God. It's almost as bad as the mascot. What's this? Something white fell out.
But sir, it's been my experience that things fall out when doors are open. I opened door for a nice lady, she kicked me in face. I opened door closet to get broom, vacuum falls from ceiling. I often fall out and roll out and get pushed around, doors hate me.
We can't be sure that item was completely inside the locker to begin with.
What do you mean?
The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut.
When I was valet, I opened door to let man out and he smacked me. When I closed door to drive car shut
I
off.
was saying something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door.
Inserted.
Really seems like an, pretty big design flaw, if you ask me, but
We are very much padding for time, even though this is a bonus episode.
yeah, no, I agree. But this white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor.
Oh, I understand now, sir. It's like my tie. 2 out of 3 times you get stuck in door when out in my patrol vehicle. Instead of door closing, tie chokes me, I slam face into car.
But the object would have to be extremely thin to fit in the door.
And not only that, it also have to block electrical currents. You'll need me an insulator.
Yes, an insulator. At the crime scene.
There just might have been something that fits the description.
Phoenix, if you say you're a dick, I will come over there and smack you.
I
So
Even
insulator
remote-
does not
I cannot believe he thought I was going to make a dick joke at a time like this. I would never stoop so low. I am on a roll as it is. I think I finally got this figured out anyway.
Very well. Will the defense please present the relevant dick joke? What was this insulator stuck inside the locker door?
It wasn't my dick.
Pooch is like, it was his dick!
I'm surprised you heard that, but I shouldn't be. You hear him no matter where he is inside the house. This is a very sensitive mic, apparently.
No, it's just I'm very in tune with Pooch. Even when we're not on calls, whenever Pooch barks, I'm like, oh, I hear him. My son.
Yes, my little angel. I found this near the locker. A thin rubber glove. It's a better insulator than my dick.
But we can't be sure that this was in the victim's locker.
It has a tag that says SL9 instant. The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker. But that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this.
Oh, that's what they called me in high school. The lit lamp.
Yeah,
I connect
I'm
with
sure
the
they
youths.
did. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Is this not so, Officer Meekins?
Sir, it would appear so, sir. One Yahalo at one.
Order, enough of the Yahalos. So, are we to believe then that the victim, whom instead of this witness stabbed in the evidence room, wasn't Detective Goodman?
Objection! Oh, do not be so misled, Your Honor.
What do you mean?
The defense has merely demonstrated that the possibility exists and nothing more. The victim in this video is indeed Bruce Goodman. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this.
What?
Officer,
You
please testify about this.
you really want him to talk more, Edward?
Sir, me, sir? I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Oh! Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course, sir. I shall now summon the devil.
This was a joke, and I thought you wanted me to talk about dick jokes. And
Very well, begin your ritual summoning.
There's one other thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman, sir. I called Damien Darkblood to the stand. To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. When ID card is used, record of it. At the time of the crime, detective had used card.
yeah, sure.
An ID card record? Sure.
I have the ID card record right here, Your Honor. I will read it as I know you are hard of sight. The ID used at 514 is that of the victim.
Just before the crime. Yes, without a doubt, this is the victim's ID. However, one thing strikes me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for the transfer. Why were there so few people using this room?
Oh, this particular evidence room is only used for storing special cases.
Special cases?
Extremely violent cases involving police staff.
Just hearing that makes my hair stand on end. It sounds like a scandal, a movement, waiting to happen.
Me too, although it doesn't
Exactly,
make much of a
hashtag me
difference.
too.
Oh no, don't use that for this case.
There are only a few cases up for transferal there, and most were cleared up by noon.
Right. Now let us move on to the cross-examination.
Go away, Pooch!
Pooch, come.
No, he's whining outside my door. I thought Amy had him. So, unlike your earlier testimony, you believe this to be rock solid, do you?
Yes, sir.
Like
Solid as my
my-
dick, sir.
Like
In my
my
hand, wasn't it?
resolve.
Ah,
I thought you were going to zag, but you zigged. If my hand wasn't wrapped in bandages, I'd flip you off for that. And I'd also give the V for victory sign. Couldn't he just use his right hand?
Don't encourage him.
Can my right hand make a V, scientifically speaking? I must test this.
Let's just hear him out. As we've seen, he is unpredictable and his methods are unknown.
Is that card hanging from your neck one of those ID cards?
Yes, sir. This card right next to my cuffs. I keep it here so I won't ever forget it. I wear it 24/7, 365.
But what if someone were to steal it from you, keeping it out in the open like that?
I'd anime run after them. Maybe I should have wear it around my neck. Remember when I said 2 out of 3 times my tag gets stuck when I get out of the car? Well, the remaining time is my ID card that gets stuck. Instead of the door closing, my ID card chokes me. In other words, I can never get out of car without hitting head and choke.
Maybe I should just leave this for a while.
At any rate, each police officer only has 1 ID card. Both the police department and the prosecutor's office can attest to this.
Please proceed with your testimony.
Let it be noted that this is the record the witness referred to.
Let me see. Yes, that would be it. You can go ahead.
Oh, what's the matter?
According to this, Mr. Edgeworth, your name is on here. Oh, so it is, Your Honor. Guilty as charged, I am
also. Alright, all you guys, shut the fuck up. Don't make me come in there. Wait, what did they say about the...
That man in blue a murderer.
Oh my god.
It would seem
Keith, don't make me come up there.
We want to speak with you again today.
It is called the Inquiry Committee, and I have nothing to be ashamed of regarding my actions or their consequences. And now let us continue with the cross-examination.
Oh, it's so cool.
Must be so difficult for him, living with you,
But
living among these peasants.
No, I was about to say every challenge makes him stronger, and this is our world, thank you very much. Outsiders stay out. Anyway, earlier I believe you testified that when you asked the man to show his ID card, he pulled a knife on you.
Yes, sir. He didn't show me no ID.
Don't you think that's odd? I mean, if he had his ID card, all he had to do was show it to you. There wouldn't be any reason to draw a knife.
Maybe he just panicked. People in the country are violent.
Okay, everything stems from contradictions. Let's point them out.
Mr. Wright, what do you think?
I'm confused.
Broken English is hard to decipher.
Yeah. The fall with his ID card testimony is far too obvious. It's not like Edward can miss something like this. Are they gonna bring up the fact that one of the IDs didn't have a name on it?
This boy is mad crying.
I know he's mad crying.
How are you playing a game like that?
Because I'm just cold.
I said, how? You're not touching anything.
Oh, it's a visual novel.
Oh. So just keep clicking?
Yeah.
It's a very big responsibility, thank you very much, and I'm very bad at it.
Oh wait, is Choices technically a visual novel?
Yeah.
Oh wow. I'll just say that instead of telling people to play Choices.
No, you have to admit your shame there. Every time.
You play it, damn. Gabe should play Choices.
You hate it. You actually hate it.
So good. I'm just finishing up a book right now.
Choices. It's a visual novel geared towards what? Well, Amy, what would you say the demographic? It's
I mean,
basically an
honestly-
otome game, but they do have ones for like guys. Do they have? They do, right?
Yeah, you
can
can
play as
choose your
guy.
gender.
Yeah, you can choose your gender.
Some of them are gender locked, sadly,
yeah.
because some like they're making specific stories. But honestly, their demographic, like some of the games on here literally say 17 and up. Like I'm not even, like it literally will say 17 and up. So yeah, kids could play it, and like obviously like the art, but like in this game, my sister got murdered, and the murderer just like had like secret love children in India when he has a wife in England.
Jesus
And
Christ.
like, and then like there's. I don't think he was the murderer, but right now we do think. And like my sister, because we're rich people from New York. It's the 1800s. It's actually like 1913 right now, or something. But we have wealth in like New York, and my sister was off to England to marry this aristocratic family that, you know, like they're nobles, but like they're poor, like they're losing money. So like obviously like, you know, the marriage, she actually fell in love with the guy, and then she started like protesting for like women's rights because, you know, suffrage.
So she wanted to become
and
into like a
such.
Skylar, it sounds like.
And then she was murdered. And now I had to come and replace her in the marriage. But I fell in love with his brother instead, and we're looking for the murderer. You don't have to fall in love with his brother. You can fall in love with the girl too. Your friend, Lady Gemma.
Well,
They
you
really
got
have
all
some
that
gay
Gabe?
icons.
That's quite the spiel. Lots of drama in that one.
Can't tell me Gabe doesn't want to.
Yeah.
Gabe doesn't want to get into the. Can you hear?
Like a
Can you hear?
Yes, you can hear everything.
But
It's got a lot of drama. Honestly, okay, so Amy like jailbroke one of the games, or like got one of the apps that's like hacked to let me play with unlimited, because it's like one of those like gems, like you need gems to play. Whatever,
Yeah.
like if you want to play, but like we have the hacked version. So like I will kid you not, like I was basically playing through this like joking about everything, but then you get to a point where you get to have a pet, and I was like, all right, it's on now. Now you got me. And I was like, Amy, why didn't you just tell me that from the start? So like I was like literally the meme, like the Drake meme, like, oh, like dating you know, a bunch of, you know, guys, like, gets to have a pet fox, like,
Can't believe
that was, yeah.
we have a can opener.
I named it Robin.
We have a can
And
opener
it
on
was
your
cute.
floor. We have a
It was-
can opener
and you
on your
get
floor.
to shoot. Yes, I do. Amy. Yeah, it was a pet fox cub because some asshole killed the mom right in front of me. I was like, you know what? I'm not leaving this baby to fend for itself. I'm adopting this thing. And I did.
And this one I have a horse. And some of them you have multiple. I'm pretty. Yeah, like in the royal romance ones, you have like multiple pets. Like a whole like
See,
thing.
that's all she needed to sell me on it.
Like
And
you
she
have a
didn't
dog,
tell me
you
that
have a
until it
horse,
happened.
you have, yeah, you have a lot of stuff.
That's all I cared about.
Can't blame you.
Yep.
You just asked
Anyway.
me to leave.
Yeah. No, I was just. Well, I didn't want to shoo you and sound rude.
So you just silently shoot me?
Yeah.
Judgmentally
Wrong
stare.
choice.
Yeah. Anyway.
You can get to more about it. Come on, let's show them what we got.
Okay, so every time an ID card's used, it's a record of it. Let's go back to the sheet with the records. Where is 7777? 77.
I mean, we don't know. Fuck it. We haven't lost anything yet.
I don't think we should have presented him on that one.
Oh. Oops.
Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It didn't look like the one I thought you were gonna present it on.
I think you're being an idiot.
Cool, thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we need it.
Sorry, which one did you want to touch now? Or did...
Just keep clicking. Okay, next one. There's that one. Oh, okay, not. I guess
You're
not.
also an idiot, both of you. You're both dumb.
Darn.
Okay.
Well, I'm sure that's gonna get brought up at some point. Like, why does this one not have a name?
That's what we got. There's one other thing that proves Detective Goodman. To enter evidence room wasn't must use our ID card. When ID card is used as a record, at the time of the crime, the detective had used his card. I mean, threw off the flow. I don't remember what he. So when you asked me, I was like, I could be attacked. Yes. If he had his card, he wouldn't have panicked. Okay, so now I'm saying the problem with this ID card testimony is far too obvious.
I know, that's why I thought it was like, okay, obviously someone. It's not true that everything's recorded.
Thinking too hard about it. I am thinking too hard about it now. I don't know why.
Yeah, I guess we are.
I think these really are solid. Okay, so that one is nothing. Just saying so you're confident. So I'm gonna steal it from you. This is also nothing. Officer only has one ID card. Both the police department and prosecutor's office contest to this. Okay, so that one doesn't. We don't, unless we think there's two, but I don't really think that's what we're going.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I did think about that. It's like, well, the ID was found at the other crime scene.
No name is on here. That. Which again, like that's probably gonna come up later, but that doesn't seem to be relevant right now.
Yeah.
Seems like it has to be his last one. Where he's saying that it's obvious. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his ID card. Should we present? Because this was found at the prosecutor's office.
I know, that's what I was thinking, like, okay, I mean, it is what we, see, that would be my guess, but I thought you could easily say, like, alright, so just because it was found in the prosecutor's office doesn't mean it wasn't at the police department.
Well, we'll see. Maybe we'll get some more info, at least. I mean, music
yeah.
stops,
Oh, wait, that does make sense, though, actually. If we're gonna say that it was at two places at once, which is impossible, then, like, the fact that it was at the, prosecutor's office means it couldn't have been at the police department, maybe. I don't know. Wait one moment, Officer Meekins.
I'm not good at waiting.
I have the victim's ID card right here. I found it at the crime scene.
Right.
No, when I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. I mean, the other crime scene. Yeah, we are going with that.
Oh,
The underground parking lot.
The underground parking lot, yes, of course.
Your Honor, I heard you, and I'm going to respectfully move on. I have one more piece of evidence to present. It's a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card.
All lost item reports was only uncompleted.
But it shows that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime.
I didn't think of that.
Yep. Something important enough to fill out this report.
Very cool. Let me guess. And you believe there's something to be his ID card, right?
Well, I can't say for sure, but there is a high probability. On the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card.
Order. So, what does this mean?
It can only mean one thing. It doesn't even require much thought.
Yes, of course, I totally agree.
The man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, but rather the man who stole his ID card. Okay, so he wasn't gonna present it because he, didn't have it. He wasn't gonna present it because it would prove that it wasn't the guy on the ID card. Gotcha.
I guess his face wouldn't match up with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, does the prosecution have a response?
I have only one thing to say to the defense.
Oh, that's okay. Sure.
Bravo, Mr. Wright.
I don't like the way you said that. Normally that means there's an insult coming.
Allow me to summarize the defense's argument. This is what you sound like. At 5:15 p.m. on the day of the crime, the man in the evidence room Officer Meekins encountered was not Detective Goodman. There are two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright?
What's he up to?
That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. The victim in this video is a fake, and the murder in the evidence room is also fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder.
That's... Well, I guess that's right.
There's something wrong, Mr. Wright. Only moments ago, you seemed to be content pointing your finger around, whacking it in the air.
Okay, I already know this isn't going to end well. Just say what you have to say, Edgeworth.
Oh, tut. Well, it seems you finally realized you don't stand a chance. Exactly what you've gone to such lengths to prove.
Explain yourself, stop baiting us!
The defense has already done the explaining for me. The victim in this video is fake, which means the murder did not take place at the police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime.
So, his guy is guilty, his gal.
So the real crime could only take place in one location, the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The murderer being his gal, Miss Lena Sky. The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness observed the moment the defendant used the murder weapon.
You're calling her a trustworthy witness? Oh, I knew that testimony was way too shabby. It was all a trap from the beginning.
The activity in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly was the victim Meekins encountered? And where did this person disappear to? However, this trial's purpose is only to examine the murder of Detective Goodman. Just so, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, you have to do something, or else Lana.
Oh, he boomed me. What do I do? How am I supposed to get myself out of this mess?
Blindly.
Okay. Yep. One moment, Your Honor.
What now, Mr. Wright? For someone who complains about dragging things out, you sure love to do it. Don't tell me you're objecting to what you've just proven.
No, of course not. I almost walked right into the prosecution's trap, and I just wanted to make sure you knew that I got you.
What are you talking about? You don't get me.
No, I get you in more ways than one.
I am the gotcha.
Well, this cross-examination has proven one thing and one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder.
pain, Pecco. I want
Is
to
it gonna
nap.
show the light again? Yeah. However, it cannot be said that it is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. Specifically, large amounts of blood traces were found in the evidence room.
Through the power of science.
Yes. That you helped me get, by the way. Thanks, Edgeworth. Love you. The defense demands further examination into the truth of the matter.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
Why did you help him? If this court will examine further, other witnesses will be necessary. Are you prepared?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considered the incident at the police department to be unrelated. We have not prepared any other witnesses for this incident.
This just might be my chance. Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand.
Pronounced Tejas.
Mr. Wright,
I
do you mean Tejas?
No. Your Honor, the defense would like to request a specific witness.
Oh, who do you have in mind? I hope it's my OnlyFans girl.
No. Someone we have reason to believe knows the truth, not your girl. She only knew how to lie. The truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room.
Prosecution requests to hear this person's name before deciding whether or not to comply.
If Tom were here, I would think that that's not up to him, but I don't know.
I mean, he can make that request. I don't know if it's, something that will decide whether or not they get shown.
Well then, Mr. Wright, whose student would you have testify? What is his or her name?
Mr. Tejas Ranger.
Officer Jake Marshall.
Why him?
I like his hat. Also, I can't let anyone ignore it just yet. I have to just say I like his hat. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he has to say.
The prosecution agrees to the defense's request. He was responsible for guarding the room. We should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department. He shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare.
Very well. The court will take a 30-minute recess while the witness is subpoenaed. Will the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time? Do his hair, do his makeup.
We will, Your Honor. A full makeover.
Make sure you get his hat.
Court is now in recess. Bailiff, wheel me to the bathroom.
I'll be right back.
No problem.
I haven't checked.
Woot woot.
I have grabbed one of the. I forgot about. 1 second. Again. Forgive me.
No problem.
I grabbed the thing. I meant to grab my water as well, but instead I grabbed the Japanese snacks and forgot the water. That was silly of me. Right.
What you eating?
Looks like some lifesaver things. It's probably knockoff lifesavers, I don't know. And then some thing with Winnie the Pooh on it. Winnie the Pooh and Piglet. So I assume maybe honey. It's squishy. I don't know. Oh, it's got Disney logo on it, so this is a legit Japanese Disney snack. How odd. Anyway, February 24th, 11:32 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 2.
No, but also, what do you mean? In case we're not thinking the same thing. Oh, we are thinking the same thing.
It seems you figured everything out.
Like, I figured out like 45% of it, maybe 50.
Scientifically speaking, he hasn't figured out anything. But you know everything. You always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? It's so annoying. I have to do science and research, but you just know stuff.
I know, honestly, I'm kind of with Emma on this one. Like, you could just tell us what happened, and then we would have a much better chance.
And we're going in blind, doing research, spraying things, and Mr. Ray's trying his hardest. I don't recover. I don't know what I'm asking for is best. How can you be so cold? Don't you trust
Emma,
us?
you got it from her.
Don't you trust me?
Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Oh wow, you guys look like you're having a really bonding sister moment. Oh boy, Gumshoe really stepped in it this time. The gum, I mean, on my shoe. I'll come back later. Oh, wait, Detective Gumshoe. What is it? You're my favorite detective. Alright, you got a lot of nerve, pal. Making a detective run all around while on duty. And to top it off, you call me here? I've seen happier people at funerals.
Sorry, detective.
You better be, pal. Hey! I didn't say you got Chief Prosecutor Scott!
That's okay. So, have you brought what I asked?
You mean this, right?
I fear for my life.
My apologies, detective. Due to my present circumstances, I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when we were in
You did what? Never in a million years would I have thought it was you who asked me. Could I bother you to bring me the SL9 incident files? I'll need them by noon. Talk about crazy. Why?
But Lana, that's...
I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here. Here, you might do well to read them.
I can't believe you, the chief prosecutor, were a witness in that case. Oh, she was a witness. You were a witness?
There have been many things. Possibly the Joe Dark killings all 2 years ago.
Take it from me, you don't want anything to do with serial murders.
Isn't Joe Dark the guy who's the guy who killed Batman's parents?
I don't remember. I honestly,
Oh, Joe, chill.
Well-
Never mind.
Joe, chill. Gotcha. Oh, what? Now that I brought you your stuff, you're just gonna ignore me? I didn't ask. Emma, but why? Why is your name in here?
What? My name's in there. I don't know. Unless... No. Couldn't be. Lana, the SL9 incident, is that... That's the classification number the police filed it under 2 years ago. The rest of the world knew it as the Joe Dark Killings. No. Joe Dark. No. Lana! That's over with! No!
Okay, Emma. Well, she ran away. No what? I just remembered that I'm gonna be somewhere. Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here. Okay, family drama, bye. Okay, Marshall, Star, Damon Gantz, my Edgeworth. Not to mention Lana and Emma. Everyone involved in this case is connected to those killings 2 years ago. This can't be just a coincidence.
Knowing you might just be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the trial. Best of luck without my sidekick sister there to help you with science.
Yeah, I'd better take a good look at this file.
Okay, so we knew everyone else was... Oh. Okay.
To be continued. Yeah, we knew everyone else was a part of it, but we didn't know she was a witness or that Emma was somehow connected
Yeah,
to it.
I don't know how she would be involved. Quite frankly. Okay. Okay, where are we gonna be at? Trial ladder. Only gone for like an hour and a half. We can probably get through the second half of the trial. Let's see how this goes.
Alright, up to you.
February 24th, 12:14 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 9.
The court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Sky.
Emma didn't come back.
Allow me to call the next witness to the stand. The officer in charge regarding the eligibility. I do everyone understand me with candy in my mouth. I'm sure it's fine.
It's okay, I'll always understand you, Edgeworth.
Witness, please state your name and occupation. Me, partner. Oh, I'm just a wandering man, same as y'all. Wandering the trails of civilization. You don't understand what's candy in my mouth. Yes, occasionally helping the elderly cross intersections when needed. Yes, we get you. Oh, so helpful.
Oh, I know, you're a patrolman.
As for my name, if you listen hard enough, you can hear the howling wind calling it out. To be exact, it's Jake Marshall, Your Honor.
I've never heard Edgeworth described that way before. But is that like a new compliment I can use on him?
Now, Mr. Marshall, let me ask you something. You were in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day the crime took place. Is this correct? I should not be chewing on this candy. Affecting me way more than I thought it would. According to the papers, partner.
What do you mean?
A desperado's soul is as boundless as the desert sands. No paper can sum it up. I may be here physically, but metaphysically I am one with the wind.
Alright.
Let's move on. He's even worse than that other guy. Please share us with your testimony. Please share with us your testimony of the day of the crime. In plain modern English, because you're kind of old English. You're American, I want it in English.
My job was to keep a wary eye on that bone orchid. They said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Besides, the room's protected by 2 security systems anyway. If I remember right, I was at a street side saloon at the time we went down. I'm just an innocent traveling man, so if you're out of ammo, it's time to hit the trail.
I can't say I particularly care for your no-work attitude.
Well, I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining.
Wait a minute. Did
I
he
don't
just
care for your
diss-
hair either.
Yeah, no, that's... I could have guessed that that's where you were going with this. What do you mean by 2 security systems?
I mean, security cameras and the ID card reader. I reckon even a cowpoke like you knows about them.
Yes, well, what about the fingerprint activated locks on the evidence lockers?
Fingerprint activated locks. What kind of newfangled doohickeys are them?
It's not being very helpful.
He's not that good with machines or with following orders. Everyone's got their weaknesses now, don't they, Mr. Prosecutor? I'm looking yours in the eyes, as a matter of fact.
Alright, this one seems like trouble. Alright, Edgeworth Weakness, he's all yours.
Wait, I kind of like that nickname. I hereby call for the court and everyone in this room to refer to me as Edgeworth's Weakness. Now, how exactly did you keep an eye on the evidence room?
Is this a marshmallow? So the lifesavers were like fine. They were lifesavers. This Disney Winnie the Pooh piglet thing. This is just like all of these are probably just like pure sugar in different forms. It's like a marshmallow, I think. It smells like nothing. Oh, there's something inside. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. It's like... Yeah, I think it's marshmallow with some kind of like strawberry filling. I don't know what this has to do with Winnie the Pooh.
I don't know. Does it make you feel nostalgic or like a baby? Like safe?
It's soft. I guess Winnie the Pooh would be soft.
He would be soft.
Alright, so those 2 were sugar, basically. There are more interesting ones in there, but they were small, so I grabbed them.
Gotcha.
I just made sure nothing moved in the security camera monitor. That room's so still, even time dies in there. I was just a caretaker who entered the recordings.
You entered them?
Videos of nothing aren't that useful. When that would come, I'd erase the tape. And nothing unusual is recorded. Tapes are set to be erased every 6 hours. Each time I'd erase a tape, it felt like I was erasing a part of my life. Oh, I feel that. Feel that. That's... It's deep.
Well, okay. This guy has a flair for the dramatic, but I see several members of the court are finding him relatable. It's not gonna do any good. So, in actuality, you don't physically enter the evidence room.
They say that I'd never make it in this town, and they were right.
But you made your rounds on the day of the crime, right?
Ain't you heard a word I said, partner? I don't work. I told you that ain't my style. I don't clock into them 9-to-5s.
I'm afraid I don't understand how
No
you...
desperado I know lets rules get in his way. I am my own man.
No desperados I know joined the police force.
So, Officer Marshall, on the day of the crime,
Just between you and me, I I didn't set foot in the evidence room that day.
Well, that'll be what we have to contradict him on.
There was a rubber glove stuck in the victim's locker. Do you know anything about that?
Sorry, partner, I can't say I do. I don't believe in rubber gloves. I do leather hides. I ain't never been in that crypt in weeks.
How old is this guy? How's this guy avoid being fired?
Because I'm the fastest quick draw they got on this side of the Los Angeles. They fired me, I fired back, then they know that.
You used to be a detective, so you've used the evidence room in the past, correct?
Of course, back in my day, the day my locker would go with mine of evidence.
And yet, you didn't know about the fingerprint locking mechanism?
Sorry, partner, I ain't no good with keys. I couldn't even tell you how the bike works.
That's quite,
I only know
incredible.
horse anatomy inside and out. Sensors on the locker handles cannot be seen. It's well known that some objectives are unaware of presence.
Okay, now that you mentioned it, Detective Gumshoe said something like that too.
At any rate, it doesn't seem that this is relevant to the crime. Can you tell us what you were doing when the crime took place?
What were you doing in a place like that?
Stripping boots. I was eating skitty. Not even angels steak lunches can be that father's Mongol SMP and pasta like.
Do you mean to tell us you abandoned your police duties to eat some noodles?
Not all desperados eat tacos,
That's not what I meant. I hope this is not your lesson. A man has died because of your negligence and your noodles.
He's got a point, and that's strange. This is usually where Edward says, "Did you not want to raise this year?"
not want to raise this year.
Oh, yeah, like that. In that perfect tone of voice of his. Out of ammo, Officer Marshall.
That's right, partner. Or as you call it, evidence. If you plan to pick me to this crime, then you better draw. Otherwise, you're just wasting my time. My steel horse is waiting to carry me back west into the sunset.
One thing seems clear. Despite being responsible for guarding the evidence room, the witness does not appear to have done that.
Texans don't take orders from no one. Everyone knows that.
Apparently your superiors don't. Okay, I have a trump card up my sleeve, so I'd best keep my cool. Before I use it, though, I'd better up the ante.
How do we do that? So was he on here? He was not.
So he's not on there, but his fingerprint was on it.
Yeah, but that's the trunk car. Do we just go right into it?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know how we up the ante.
I was at a street side somewhere. Out of evidence. So I think on this one, I was at the saloon when it went down.
Well,
If you're out of
I-
evidence, it's time to try.
wait, representing the fingerprint?
That was what you said,
Then,
right?
yeah. So yeah, I think it's on the.
We should also read this.
Oh,
unless you got it.
yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
So,
Okay.
so then, Joe Dark, serial murder. He died because he killed. Oh, he killed a lot. Keith Kirby, Edward Jones, Jason Knight, Michael Moss.
Neil Marshall, huh?
Interesting in Bates. Edward Jones is a name that sounds familiar. Head prosecutor was Edgeworth. Witnesses were Elena Sky and Emma. Oh, so Emma was a witness on that one also.
Yeah. And if it was 2 years ago, she would have been 14.
good man, Jake Marshall. And just,
How is she an executive investigator? She's a chief. She's a prosecutor.
how are we
How
a
did-
detective when we're a defense attorney?
You got a point. I just think like it's funny to see it actually confirmed. So I think Marshall's involved because he lost a family member and he wants revenge or something. Whoever had Neil Marshall is.
Alright, but that's wrong. Not that way. Heyo.
Officer Marshall, doesn't it strike you as odd?
Let the music stopped.
Yeah. That is, you being called in to testify like this. After all, you weren't in the security room at the time of the crime.
And yet you dragged me down here like a man behind a horse. Explain yourself, partner.
Oh, in due time. Which is now. It's quite simple. You left a very large trail behind at the scene.
I'm a trailblazer, what can I say?
Well, then to be exact, a handprint.
Listen real good, partner. Like I said, I'm the caretaker of that there crypt. I pay my respects. That is, make my rounds about once a month. It's only natural my fingerprints to be in there. I go around smacking fools.
I only wish it were, officer. But you see, your fingerprints were covered in blood.
Witness, what is the meaning of this? Your blood-stained fingerprints were at the crime scene.
The blood was wiped away. However, the luminol test clearly revealed this. Well, Officer Marshall,
It seems to me there ain't a person in this room with a head on his shoulders.
what?
I take it you have an explanation then, Officer Marshall. Of the blood-stained fingerprints. Begin your testimony about the blood found at the crime.
Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be in that evidence room. One of them just happened to be at the same place as the blood-stained handprints. The murderer touched the fingerprint where my locker was by chance. But except for vice versa, the locker where my finger was fine. The bloodstain and the fingerprint are completely unrelated. Wouldn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves? See, it had nothing to do with it. Foolproof.
Did we know the murderer was wearing gloves?
It's a leading theory because this doesn't have fingerprints on
Oh, right.
it. And
Okay. I thought we might have heard it, but I couldn't remember when.
yeah. I think it's just because it's...
The witness explanation appears valid, although there's room for doubt.
Life would be fun without any doubt, partner.
The defense may now cross-examine the witness.
This guy's hiding something. I can feel it. That's my chance to prove it.
You do act like you got something to prove. About yourself.
That's because you... How did you put it? Pay your respects once a month?
Yeah, that's right. And they added one more thing. That locker happens to be mine.
What do you mean?
I mean what I said, you dumb oaf. I own it. That locker was the one I used when I was a detective. The locker I still use. All that's in there now is a heap of broken dreams, like that sad man over there.
But I'm not. Okay. I see.
It's
Cool.
strange, my brain's whirring all over that locker.
His fingerprint data was never removed from that locker's programming. He must have been using the fingerprint lock all this time without ever knowing it.
Marshall's own locker printed with wipes. Okay.
So then, what about the bloody handprint?
Wasn't mine. It ain't no mystery.
Explain.
My locker is covered with my prints. It just so happens.
The chances of that happening are a million to one.
On the contrary, one could argue it's just the opposite. The chances of that not happening are a million to one. Get one thing straight, partner. You ain't gonna get no reward from me with a mere fingerprint. You wanna know why?
Unrelated.
There's definitely not made. Kinda like cereal and cereal. One's got to do with Brehorst, the other's got a type of Madair.
He's right. Although seemingly alike, he's pronouncing those words way differently.
I don't see what homonyms have to do with this.
Oh, Phoenix, you're so simple-minded.
Cool, thanks. How do you know that?
I may be a loner, but I still do my job. I keep up on the reports. There was a blood stain at the murder. No, there was a blood stain at the scene thought to be left by the murderer.
That's right. It was found on Detective Gumshoe's locker.
However, no fingerprints were detected on that handprint.
Oh yeah, I think we tried that too.
So that means the murderer wearing gloves having to place their hand on top of Officer Marshall's fingerprints. Somewhat romantic.
That's the only logical conclusion, minus any romance. You're starting to get the picture, partner.
The picture.
This sea of the blood in the desert is just food for the buzzards. I'm gonna eat you alive. There's only one reality, and that's this.
The security tape.
So long as my trial ain't in there, my trial trial, you ain't gonna say nothing.
This isn't getting us anywhere, Mr. Wright. Please consider carefully where you're going with this. Perhaps you could use science.
Well, my little science monkey isn't here right now, so...
Continue your testimony, minus the monkey.
What do you mean by that?
You wanna tie me to this crime, ain't that right, partner? If so, that video's the only direct evidence you got.
But that video is next to useless. It's full of blind spots.
Blind spots?
Places you can't see.
Oh man, I have so many of those.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it. The camera's panning back and forth. The floor isn't shown. If someone was familiar with the camera's position, they could leave the room without being caught on tape.
We don't have time for your speculations, Mr. Wright.
Well, Mr. Wright, if you can show us evidence in this video that indicates Officer Marshall is present, please do so.
Is that when me show that he opened up the thing?
Opened up what?
The locker? I doubt it. Maybe instead it's the record. Because I guess we don't know that was him who opened it up.
Wait,
But-
what are you talking about? Opening up the locker?
How there was the thing that someone clearly opened the locker and left something hanging out of it when they closed it. That,
I don't know how we could prove that.
yeah, I don't know. But that's the only thing you can think of. Like, there's to show evidence from inside the video that someone was there.
Oh. See, he's not on this. Unless we
No, but he-
assume that maybe he 777777, but I think that's
Yeah.
the chief of priests.
I thought so too, but for him to have left that bloody handprint, I don't know.
Only thing I would love. Well, I'm assuming we have to, so let's just see what.
Very well. Allow me to point out your mistake, Officer Marshall.
Tread carefully, Mr. White. We might wind up being the one making the mistake.
Thanks for looking out for me.
Let's have another look at this video. Show us this incriminating evidence of Marshall.
Okay, so we're just gonna fast forward.
So, nothing. So the lights, these lights don't ever change. Those ones are always off.
But yeah,
That one's the only one that's open. All the lights are still off. Where did we find the...
where the blue badger's hiding it.
No, wasn't that one... This was the one that was gumshoes. Right? That was
Yeah.
gumshoes. His was the one down
Oh.
here.
Yeah,
So we can maybe present...
the one with something sticking out.
Yeah, as I said, we can do
I'm
that.
saying click on it on maybe the thing that's sticking out.
Yeah. Because I think that was the one that was Marshall's. The first one was Gumshoes, because it was Gumshoes' locker.
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't light up yet. Oh, yes it did.
Bringing our attention back to the security camera. Is a mistake I'm afraid you'll soon not forget, Officer Marshall.
The days are shortened to us, and so are our tempers. Could you sum up what you have to say in 8 words or less and use plain old English for me?
Sure, very well. You can clearly be seen in this video. Boom.
You really gotta count that out, didn't you?
I did.
I can give you a smidgen of respect for that.
Thank you, I am pleased. The key lies in a certain locker shown in the video. Your cool hat and flattery is going to get you out of this one.
I don't flatter nobody.
That locker with the white cloth sticking out. That was the witnesses', I believe.
Now then, let's rewind the video a bit.
Do we have to? It could be rewound faster than this.
Yep.
We've seen it in the gameplay. It can go faster. I am so old. Oh, white cloth. But, what is the meaning of this, Marshall?
When the crime took place, the white cloth wasn't there. Then, it suddenly appeared. There's only one explanation. Officer Marshall, you were in the evidence room at the time of the crime. What's more, you opened your locker when the camera was turned away. And you were real smooth about it.
Order.
It seemed that only with your horses. Sorry, partner, but you got the wrong man. So what if my locker was open? That don't mean I'm the one who opened it.
Oh, yes it does.
He needed to hide something, so he opened a locker and stuck it in. It's not my fault he happened to choose mine.
He couldn't have opened it.
Why is everyone staring at me like I'm a wanted man? I ain't ever done nothing that would make me guilty.
This guy isn't just plain dumb. He really doesn't know. I hate to rid on your parade, partner.
No parade.
But you're the only person who can open that particular locker.
Yeah, well, I call your bluff. You say I open that locker, now prove it.
Well, are we just gonna present the evidence locker?
Probably. What?
Does the information say assigned?
Fingerprint sensor.
We talked about this earlier today.
Sorry, I was texting. I want no pay attention.
Yeah. The lockers can only be opened by the detectives they belong to.
What kind of crazy talk? Witchcraft. I say heresy.
Well, Detective Gumshoe did mention something about this. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. So, Sheriff, what do you have to say in 8 words or less? How about Phoenix? Oh boy.
I only got one for you, partner. No.
Oh boy.
Order, that sounded like me. Witness, explain why you are mimicking me saying no.
This is a joke. It's the worst that I've ever heard.
Oh, I assure you, this is no joke, Officer Marshall. Now then, please tell us what you were doing in the evidence room at the time of the crime.
But I don't want to.
Ole, please answer the question.
What is he now? Bullfighter? That's alright, Officer Marshall. I believe we can figure the rest out from here.
No, it's fine. He can tell us.
We can.
Have a look at these floor plans. There is no place for someone to hide in the evidence room. Yeah, Officer Meekins didn't see Officer Marshall.
Oh, dear.
Oh my god.
If that's so, then where was the witness?
Well, seems Mr. Wright has an answer. He has an answer for everything, doesn't he?
That sounded like it was supposed to be a jab, but I really don't. I'm feeling confident, and you told me to be confident myself, so I don't understand what you want from me anymore. But this is the only possible conclusion.
Well then, let's hear it.
Was he hiding in that little space between the lockers?
I don't think we can see that, can we?
Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe... Oh!
Back here?
Was he behind the Blue Badger?
Oh. Perhaps. Where is that located? Like here? Oh, shit. Okay.
I think so.
Well,
Officer Marshall was standing right here.
Sure, I was gonna... That would make sense why we can't see him leave and such.
So Officer Meekins didn't notice him standing there. Well, that's almost as credible as Meekins' warp theory.
Oh, well, shit, I guess not. Chambers ending, partner. Better reload. Just because the music stopped don't mean you were right.
Okay, now they're ganging up on me. This is fine.
Honestly, Phoenix, I think you know better by now.
Perhaps
You know,
you
he's
should
right.
think a little more.
Should have seen her in the evidence room. Could only be one place. So where would Meekins not have seen him? Be like in this corner? But he kind of collapses down there.
But he was knocked out, so...
Damn it, I can't save. Okay, so... V and K. Which one is which again? K is Meekins, and then V, I guess, is...
Victim? Yeah.
Oh, victim killer.
Killer and victim.
So then... Yeah. Oh, and yellow.
Officer Marshall was standing right here. Okay. Yeah, let's save.
Oh yes.
Wait a second. Alright, if we're gonna go on a limb and say maybe it's too wacky for him to have been hidden perfectly by the blue badger, then what if... No.
It's like there's too much stuff in...
I was gonna suggest that maybe he was Bruce Goodman. But that seems like too much of it. I mean, like, sure, we've concluded that he never saw his face.
So is Bruce Goodman in this scenario the killer, or the victim would be Meekins, right? So
the killer would be Meekins, because Meekins is, they suspected him on murdering Bruce Goodman.
Okay, let's try this.
I mean, I don't know if it's for sure if it's him, but...
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
There, but that's where the Detective Goodman was.
Oh, wow, even those sideburns kind of give it away.
His
Correct.
hair isn't as long.
Unless...
Well, I guess we still don't even know what that is.
I think it's... Yeah, or I was gonna say that he could just have it up in the cap, too. Correct. Unless the man wasn't Detective Goodman. I believe the victim in this video is Officer Marshall. It was you, dressed up like Detective Goodman.
That's preposterous. Officer Meekins witnessed the detective at the crime. Once he saw the man's face, he knew for sure. You cannot object my objection.
No, may I point out, though, that Officer Meekins did not know Detective Goodman, and we've already established he never saw his face. Yes, he also testified about the man's reaction when confronted.
When I entered the evidence room, so I asked him to show me the card.
Yes, and how did Detective Goodman respond?
With violence!
Yes. Something about the officer's story puzzled me. If the man had his ID card, why didn't he just show it?
He must have needed it into the evidence room, so he must have been carrying it.
The answer is simple. He couldn't show it.
Oh, like how I struggle to show love.
No. As you can see, you struggle to show love all the time. Anyway,
That's what he
as you can
was
see,
saying. He's like, he couldn't show
Oh,
it. And
that's-
I was like, yes, like how I can't show love.
oh, it cut out, and I thought you said just like how you struggle to show
Oh,
love.
no, I don't think I think I said I. That's like how I struggle to show love. Well, it doesn't matter. So
Yes.
It's ruined. I ruined it. I failed.
In that case, it's very true, Edward. But I understand. You do fine. Anyway, as you can see, Detective Goodman's picture is on his ID card.
Oh, I get it.
If he showed that, his cover would have been blown. Officer Meekins would have realized the man wasn't Detective Goodman. Do you have anything to say to this, Officer Marshall?
I love
Is he chewing on jerky?
That's what I
Okay, it is jerky.
You've got quite an imagination, partner. You got
And you're quite
that.
sweaty.
It's called circumstantial evidence.
Circumstantial evidence. Still denying it.
You're gonna have to do better than that. You have to do better than that to break the technique. Unless you have hard evidence proving I was dressing up as something I ain't.
Well, I can't say I particularly care for your uncooperative disposition.
Well, I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining.
Well, Mr. White,
That's
you
the
have
second
any
time.
evidence proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that this man is an asshole. And also dressed as a victim.
Wow, Judge, it's almost like, you are getting upset whenever people criticize a physical attribute of yours.
You Yes, well, the thing is that my beard is luxurious and full, and your hair is stupid and spiky.
It's not stupid. It's spiky. You know
It
what?
is
There's
undeniably
a-
very spiky.
Yes, it's just spiky. You know why I keep it spiky? Is because the world couldn't handle me with my hair down. if I were to have my hair down, oh boy, none of you guys would be able to resist. That's why I have to make it spicy to only lure in Edgeworth because of his, his sharp personality.
You're doing fantastic, Phoenix. I'm totally believe you.
Who am I kidding? I don't have anything like that. I don't know why I'm here.
I can see the fear in your eyes, partner, as you try and defend that stupid hairstyle of yours. It seems you're the one who can't take the desert heat.
This can't be happening. I cannot believe he's insulting my hair and winning. So obvious he's the one. What can I do? And also, it's so obvious that my hair's nice.
Speak of hair. Looks like your lack of experience has finally been exposed in both hairstyling and detective work.
Edward, you like my
I'll
hair?
pass
I
on
thought.
to you what someone told me when I was just starting out. When you've run into a wall with no place to go, return to the basics.
Wait, he's giving me advice? The basics. Okay, for me, that would be what Mia used to tell me.
Slaughter your enemies! And try thinking outside the box.
Yes, no, I think at the time like this, I should be going with the Pinkins outside the box instead of slaughtering my enemies. I shouldn't look for proof that Officer Marshall was in disguise. But rather, I should look for evidence that came about because he was in disguise.
Why do you
Okay.
think this lock was opened in the first place?
What do you mean?
There's no reason for Officer Marshall to walk. There's no reason for Officer Marshall. There's no reason for Officer Marshall to open his lock at the time. Right. Yet he did, despite the chance it might have been discovered later as it must be.
Okay, which means he didn't originally plan to open his locker.
According to the defense's argument, Officer Marshall dressed up as gunman at the crime. Then after crime was committed, he opened his locker for reasons yet unknown.
The fact that a white cloth sticking out of the locker seems to indicate that he opened it in order to put the cloth inside.
So what exactly is the piece of cloth?
Is it the jacket?
The other rubber glove?
Sure. I guess it can't be the jacket because, well,
Lana was
that was what wrapped around Lana, yeah. So perhaps the video is the key to our unanswered question. So guess we have to rewatch it, rewind in time. Oh, I don't have any evidence, so this video is my only shot. I'm sorry to everyone who was forced to rewatch it.
Very well, let's take yet another look at the tape. After committing the crime, the witness opened the locker to put away the white cloth, to later
I was just about to say a save.
to later use it as a white flag to surrender once we crack this bitch wide open. Please show
Hey,
us
I
why.
like.
I really don't know. Wiping blood away? Wiping... Again, like the glove falls out? Punch, slam, battle, gone.
Yeah, still doesn't explain how he. Oh wait.
Okay, so we have... Muffler.
Okay, so we're trying to prove what exactly? That the what the white cloth is, or
Yeah.
what?
Is this? I don't think we really have a place for this yet. Because Lana, because we don't have that in evidence yet. Like, she's in it in the picture. We don't actually have that jacket itself.
Yeah.
Well, then again, I don't know if we're... Because we're not presenting stuff, though. We're just clicking on things. Oh, wait, would it have been? I mean, the blood stain. Because when he first walks in, right, he doesn't have it stained?
I don't know if we can see up that high, can we? I don't remember. Okay, yeah, it's not stained there. So did he have to get rid of it because... But yeah, how would it have ended up in the prosecutor's office? I was gonna say he had to
Right
get rid of it because he had blood on it.
Frame by frame.
For some reason, you disguised yourself as Detective Goodman and entered the evidence room, though I don't know to what end yet. However, something unexpected happened. Officer Meekins barged in on you. When asked to show your ID card, you pulled a knife on him.
Yeah, no. I tried.
It was pretty good. However, Officer Meekins panicked, and the white coat you were wearing was soiled with blood.
A bloody white coat.
You couldn't just walk out like that.
That stain will be a bitch.
Yeah. So you hid the coat in your locker.
Not bad, partner.
Thanks. But I already have a partner.
Now then, Officer Marshall, are you ready to tell us the truth?
Looks like I underestimated you. I hope you're happy now, Mr. Edgeworth. 2 years ago, if you were only half as persistent then as you are today, we all wouldn't have to be here now. Now would we?
Officer Marshall, I'm going to ask you to refrain from singling out Mr. Edgeworth at this moment in time. Instead, tell the court what you did. All of it.
I'll tell you what I did, both me and Edgeworth.
Alright.
Well, it seems the time has come.
You're trying to piss me off. I'm going to vault over this desk and punch you in your
Time
stupid
for my
cool hat.
confession about Edgeworth's infidelity. I had to do that day.
Well, we weren't even dating at the time, so... But
I couldn't
still.
just stand by and let it die. I stole the detective's ID and dressed like him. I planned to take out the evidence. I was expecting Officer Yahlo. I knocked him out and managed to escape. I knew Jerry's wouldn't be caught on camera. There wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15.
Okay.
So the victim was you.
But there's still one thing I don't understand. Traces of a large quantity of blood were found on the floor of the evidence room. If no one was murdered, then how could that be? Officer Meekins managed to cut his own hand. My guess is he's the donor.
Okay, it was way too much blood for such a small donation, though. Like, my thoughts exactly. When you say it, you mean...
Do you even have to ask, partner?
Yes or 9 instant.
2 years have passed since the case was closed. It's going to completely end without transferring today. That day. Not if I have anything to do with it. That incident ain't over.
Well, what did you hope to accomplish by sneaking into the evidence room?
When the case is closed, only that case is the lead detective can I wanted to have a look at it myself one more time. No matter what it costs. I don't care what no one says, partner. That case is mine.
But Officer Marshall wasn't in charge of that investigation.
It was mine. It was mine. Case was mine.
That's just such a like unexpected voice for him. Like for you to switch up on like the low southern drawl to like mine. It was mine. I was like, what? Who? Why does he care so much about it? Could it have possibly?
Oh, they was my last chance. That's why.
Why did you disguise yourself as Detective Goodman?
If I didn't make it look like Goodman was carrying out the evidence transfer, I'd be arrested for stealing evidence, which wouldn't get me nowhere.
So you did your fool with the security camera. The detective's ID card.
I stole that the moment of the incident.
So that really was why Goodman started filling out the lost item report.
I turned his ID card and left it on the floor of the prosecutor's office parking lot. That's what it means to return something. You just leave it on the floor in the general vicinity.
Yeah, the ID card I found was left there by Officer Marshall. Did he think he was doing a good deed? Meanwhile, Officer Goodman was just getting murdered.
So you thought you were doing a good deed while an innocent man has been murdered. You managed to succeed despite your lack of foresight. What do you mean, partner? I mean the fingerprint actually did wrong, of course. No matter how well you disguise yourself, you can't change your fingerprints. Under normal circumstances, you wouldn't have been able to open that locker yourself.
We could because a rubber glove just happened to get stuck in the door. That means Detective Goodman must have opened the locker before Officer Marshall. Okay, see, I was wondering if they were like plotting together because that's like quite a coincidence.
They've just been caught in the crosshairs. Kind of.
Yeah. He pulled a knife on Officer Meekins and tried to drive him off.
Let's just say I was a little surprised. I only planned on being in the evidence room for no more than 5 minutes. I didn't think anyone would actually come in during that short time.
Officer Meekins certainly is a one-in-a-million type person. Mistaking a detective for an intruder demanding to be shown his ID.
I'll have to think a little bit more about his raise this year.
When did Edward get so much influence?
In a way, he threw himself at me and I ended up cutting him slightly. I'm sorry that turned out that way. With me knocking him out and everything, I'm just so goddamn impenetrable.
Right. But by the way, what happened to your knife?
Oh, you mean this one here that I'm shaving my beard with?
I don't know what to say. I cannot believe they allowed him to bring that into the courtroom.
So you knocked Officer Meekins out and...
So you did your research beforehand. This is premeditated.
Those who go into the desert unprepared don't live long, partner. I didn't think it'd make a difference though. Security tapes were raced every 6 hours. If all had gone as planned, no footage would have been left. However, you blooded coat in your struggle. Or you blooded your coat in the struggle with Officer Meekins. Someone was in the security room when I came out. The jig would have been up. I opened my locker and stashed it in there.
What was Officer Meekins doing during that time?
What else? I'm sleeping like a baby.
So what you're saying is on that day...
Now that I think about it, the coat was still there in the, like, you still see, like, a little piece of it hanging out in the locker
Indeed.
when we came. So how did she end up with the coat that looked just like his,
So I think,
also bloody?
yeah, I think that's gonna be what we have to present on.
Blood found at the scene certainly indicates a crime took place.
What are you, blind? Victim shown on that tape is me, and I'm not dead yet, partner. So you stole the evidence from the locker? Actually, no, I didn't. Why not? I opened the locker, the evidence was already gone.
What? Mr. Edgeworth, where is that evidence?
You're still missing your
Detective Goodman's locker was already empty. Someone else stole the evidence. Officer Marshall? Yes.
Sorry.
What was that?
So the only thing that was in there was just that glove, keeping it open?
I guess so. Officer Marshall, may I ask you one thing?
Fine way, partner. It's a free country for now. Just remember, I'm also free whether or not I decide to... Blah, blah, blah. I'm also free to decide whether or not to answer.
Why did you do this? Stealing a detective's ID, injuring a police officer? This is no small offense.
Moreover, you're upsetting the dog. You're an officer yourself. This will have serious consequences. It cannot just be...
I'm not getting up, Pooch.
With a simple cut in salary.
No, stop. Okay, no, Papa.
Get it, Pooch. Sicker.
No,
Yes.
won't stop. Stop.
Continue. Continue.
Just sit down.
Stand up.
Go over there.
Stay
Please
here.
stop. I cannot
Do not stop.
go.
Stay.
Not that salary cuts aren't. I can't see ever a valid solution.
Get her, Pooch. Get her. Like I said, this ain't your case. This one's mine. And I'll do anything it takes to get an answer that I'm satisfied with, like how Pooch will do anything it takes to get his kisses in.
That dog does seem to want to get his kisses in. The witness has an unusual amount of zeal.
Jesus Christ!
He will not stop until he has got his kisses. Let's hear more.
Okay.
Can't just forget the SL9 incident. Why?
Okay, but that case was solved 2 years ago, wasn't it?
Yes, and the dog still needs his kisses.
That's the reason the evidence was stored in the evidence room.
Joe Dog was convicted for his crimes. Walking on himself sure that he deserved his sentence.
I remember the Joe Dog case because I have lived for hundreds of years. It involves serial murders, did it not?
I don't intend to complain about how it turned out, but there's something that still bothers me. Something that's down at that trial. Something no one is talking about.
What happened?
I don't know, that's what I'm trying to find out.
Why is he so concerned with that incident? Maybe I should present him with what I think his real reason is. But I really we'd wind up here sooner or later. Everyone involved here is related in some way to that case.
Yeah,
Take a look at the files.
so we're probably gonna present on that last one that his brother or whatever was there. It shares the name. Ha! Stop the music.
Officer Marshall, I think I understand. I think I know why you care so much about the SL9 incident.
Sounds like you've been sipping too much cactus juice, partner.
Oh, I understood that reference. I've watched Atla. But I have the SL9 incident file here. The name Marshall is mentioned in here. And a list of murder victims.
Tread lightly, partner.
Neil Marshall. Are you related to this man?
Neil Marshall. Yeah, I'm sure you've heard the name. 2 years ago, he received the same lousy prosecutor award that y'all got.
What? A prosecutor?
You be talking about the king. Actually, 1 second. I think he either has to go to the bathroom or he's hungry. And I just remembered I have to take away his food so that he can get prepped for surgery tomorrow. He's getting neutered. I should go put that up really quick in case he's going for the food. If not, he might. Okay.
Quick break. Recess. 10 seconds.
Yes. Yes.
Alrighty. Oh. Okay. I remember an officer something or other, Neil Marshall. He handled the SL9 case. He handled the SL9 case before I did. That's right. He was killed, and the case fell into your incapable hands.
But what's his relation to you?
He was my bro, my compadre, my hermano, my brother. Investigating murders with the Mongans, their deputy, chief of priests. That was that guy in the door corner. They were like, I can't see him.
Gotcha.
The group of detectives I was part of worked under them. We were desperate to prosecute the killer and beat the shit out of him until he died. Joe died. My brother thought Darker was killed. That was the first time Darker left behind any evidence. And that was all we needed. So that is his hair, you were right.
Yeah.
He was
Arraigned.
He was arraigned and incarcerated. The case was finally closed. At least, according to the public records.
What do you mean?
My brother couldn't have been killed by Joe Dark. I knew my brother better than anyone. He was invincible. No one could beat him in a fight. The only one faster than him at drawing was me. That's it. That's the reason for your insane actions.
Like, he couldn't have died.
There's more to my brother's death than what the records say. No matter how much you try to hide it, you can't fool me.
Well, at least one thing's for certain. Now we know what happened down the police department on the day of the crime.
That was the last day the SL9 case could be reopened. I'm not satisfied with this resolution. Officer Marshall planned to steal the evidence.
Disguising himself as Detective Goodman, he entered the evidence room. Tamikos confronted him, so he rendered him unconscious and fled.
Yes, this mystery has finally been cleared. No murder took place out of the police department that day.
Yes, your
Things
specific...
that happened by chance never cease to amaze. Just look at never mind. Exactly the same
No, by all means, it sounds like you had something to say.
At exactly the same time as the murder at the prosecutor's office, this fake murder was going on at the police department.
Yeah, it's gotta be more than just that.
So, if no one was murdered at the police department on the day of the crime, that means that the murder in the prosecutor's parking lot was the real one.
Which in turn means only one person could have committed the crime. Chief Prosecutor Lena Scott.
Wait, a verdict wasn't reached in yesterday's trial.
Which is why we examined the incident at the police department today.
No, we did it because the mystery was eating away at us.
There's only one reason the defendant was not convicted yesterday. There yet remains the mystery of the simultaneous murder at the police department. Seems to me this boy's got the draw on you, partner. All the mystery
my
of the police
partner.
department can be resolved, no doubt about it. Our sole murder took place at the prosecutor's office. The only suspect is Lena Scott. The testimony of one Miss Angel Star is completely incontestable. Here,
I highly doubt that.
if you have a single response, if you have a response, make it a single word or less.
Inaccurate. Also, you're so cool.
I bid you will do, and I rest my case as perfect Edgewood.
It seems this trial has reached its conclusion, no room for doubt.
Well done, Mr. White. Thanks to you, I didn't need to waste my time disproving the alleged murder at the police department.
I'm so caught up in the fact that we were kind of solving a murder together. I forgot that it's not the point. Well, there's no doubt what I proved today is true.
I'm assuming that
Especially-
it's gonna be the jacket still.
Yeah. The apparent murder on the security camera's tape really was fake. But I didn't realize that would end up proving Lana guilty.
Now then the time of the verdict has arrived. This is usually where I get interrupted, but this court finds the defendant.
It's gonna be Emma. Yup.
Your Honor, wait! I haven't got to be in this position yet. I wanted to try it.
Emma, get down there from there right now!
The defense has an objection! A scientific objection! Right?
Emma!
Phoenix, you're supporting me, right?
Stop looking at me! I don't know this child!
Mr. Wright, she is saying your name. You are, in fact, this woman's father.
You're... no,
Sure,
I...
He's not my dad, but he's taking the job temporarily. All I'm asking for is a minute of your time. 60 seconds. Please hear me out. Mr. Edgeworth, please, the puppy dog eyes worked on Phoenix, and you guys are, like, intellectually similar, so...
My IQ is so much higher than his. But I don't want to leave any loose ends. You want a minute? I'll give you 3.
What was that about your IQ being higher than mine? Like I know it's true, but...
My puppy dog eyes are so good, apparently.
I know, how did that work? Edgeworth, you never... Man, I need to try puppy dog eyes.
Someone is laughing maniacally at your place. What the fuck?
That was Emmy in
Actually,
distance. Yeah.
I was kind of in shock. I mean, finding out the SL9 incident referred to the Joe Dart killings? I was looking for my father figure to comfort me in this time of crisis, but instead he was just, you know, lusting.
What? I was doing my job. Also, I'm not your dad. Do I look like that vibe? Daddy? You've seen that, right?
Oh yeah, where it's like some random woman, and I don't remember what she says, but yeah, the kid's like, "Daddy," and he's like, "Do I look like your?"
Yeah.
Yes. I do remember.
I'm good. I'm very glad. Now that she mentions it, do I look like her dad? But also, the names of something witnesses them.
Sorry, both Sky sisters were on the witness thing. But that's when I figured it out. I mean, what Officer Marshall was trying to do that day. So I knew his fingerprints had nothing to do with the crime. That left only one thing. The other handprint. The traces of blood that were found in Detective Gumshoe's locker.
But no fingerprints were found on it, right?
No, but I figured if I examined it scientifically, I'd be sure to find a clue. So I ran over there and looked at it again. I can do that during a court case, right? Scientifically speaking, it's fine.
Fine, whatever. So did you find something?
No. This is someone should say something. I didn't find anything.
What?
Sorry. I guess I'm not much of a scientific investigator after all.
Phoenix, why are your daughters so useless all the time?
Okay, shut up, Edward. Fine. She's useless, but she tried. Maybe she did something important. I'll try to get answers. Is that all?
Please don't be mad, and don't talk down to me. I'm just a high school student, but I'm not a child. It's a very delicate life.
And I'm an attorney trying to get your sister found guilty. You jumped up there without a plan.
Mr. Wright, those traces of blood are the only clue we have. If we can't find something wrong with them... Please, Mr. Wright, you're a professional. If anyone can save Lena, it's you.
I'm trying to do.
I'm here in front of God and everyone, in the middle of this court. I'm placing all my expectations on you.
Oh my god, I am a person.
Time's up. Now then, Mr. Wright, you have been in this position before.
I know.
With regard to the incident at the police department, does any reasonable doubt remain?
The part where I say yes, pull something out of my ass.
Well, it appears the defense is in trouble by the other block.
Yeah.
Looking at the floor plans on hand, and discovered around here. Is there a problem with this?
Mr. Wright, I'm sorry I can't be of more use. But still, if you can't find anything wrong with that blood mark,
Please answer my question, Mr. Wright. We don't have all day.
Mr. Wright, what do you say?
Jesus Christ.
Mr.
You guys.
Wright, Mr. Wright.
Mr. Wright.
He jumps out the window. And while this is being in suspense, I'm gonna go let Pooch in really quick. And be right back. Because he's barking at the storm outside.
Well, he jumped out that window, but we're only on the first story. This is not as effective as jumping out my 12th-story office. Well, he never was the brightest tool in the shed. I mean, my IQ is just so much higher than hers is. I don't understand why she said we are similar intellectually. I'm on a completely different plane of existence than this man who I've decided to marry someday.
I heard all of that, you bastard.
Impossible to jump out the window.
And I was only on the first floor, as you so rightly pointed out. Pooch, come here. Okay. Alright. So, I'm back. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, what could be wrong with that? Are you serious, Pooch? No. What could be wrong with that handprint on Detective Gumshoe's locker? Could there be something I'm missing? There probably is.
I figured out after I say that there's something wrong.
So this handprint left at the crime scene clearly shows a contradiction.
Jump. grasping.
Yes, well, I do that all the time.
You've been staring pretty intently at these floor plans. Tell me, is there a problem with them?
Oh, the fucking blue badger was in the way. You couldn't put blood on there. The blue badger was in front of it.
Yeah. Yup. That's strange. Take a good look at these floor plans. We kind of like brought that up earlier. Like, that's why we thought, at least like that occurred to me, like how maybe that's how he was hiding behind the blue badger.
Yeah, exactly.
Something is missing. I think that because we already kind of figured out where he was actually hiding, I kind of the window again.
Missing. Could be something else been drawn on there.
Yes, something that, when drawn, will completely change the meaning of the blood mark.
Let us pray the defense isn't simply trying to buy time. Very well, Mr. Wright.
I'm getting the best of both worlds. But with all this evidence here, there's gotta be something I can use.
The question is, which item can prove something is missing in the floor plans?
What about that piece of plywood?
Marshall.
Hello? He's blocking me. I'm a small child girl and he's man.
Emma, deal with it. You decided to go up there in the first place. The Blue Badger, mascot of the police force, aka Sonic the Badger. Defender of truth, guardian of proof.
Explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
Gladly. Please look at the floor plans of the crime scene. The Blue Badger is not the Blue Badger.
Oh, look
The
who's
Blue
back, starring
Badger.
Phoenix Wright, Blue Badger.
You've done it like 5 times, and I didn't point it out once.
But what I do is perfect.
Uh-huh.
So, the boy stamp.
You're telling me-
Got to do with anything.
Oh. You're telling me Blue Badger is not a perfect mispronunciation of Badger? I think it's pretty perfect. So, watch what happens when we put him in. This is where he was dancing at the time of the crime. Well,
Well, what?
Oh my god, Blue Badger is a perfect pronunciation. Oh my, he's right. He's right.
oh, looks like someone's finally decided to admit that I am correct. That's right, so long as the Blue Badger is dancing here. It would be impossible to place a handprint at this spot on the locker. So I'm guessing that's gonna be Goodman?
What?
Because he got there first, so I'm guessing it's him.
So that mean, what exactly does that mean for some of the slower people in the room looking at you, small child?
It means it can't be done.
What are you saying? Blood traces were undeniably found on that locker.
Hey, don't look at me. I didn't put it there.
Mr. Wright, think it through scientifically. I'm not slow. I know that wasn't very convincing, but I swear. I'm not actually.
I'm not, stupid!
Oh, this means a lot coming from you, stuttering Phoenix Wright. Listen, Officer Meekins was the one who brought the Blue Badger to the evidence room, right?
He sure was.
After you put it down, it would be impossible to leave a handprint on that locker.
So, that must mean his blood mark was left there before the Blue Badger was brought in.
Just one moment. I would not allow such far-fetched balderdash in my courtroom.
It may sound far-fetched, Your Honor, but it's the only possible explanation. On February 21st, in the police department's evidence room, blood was spilled not once, but twice.
Bloodhound.
One time was I'm gonna be very careful about when I decide to go in on this bit. It's gonna be so draining. One time was captured on this tape, taken by the security camera. Officer Meekins cut his hand, from which a trivial amount of blood fell. The problem is, the other time. It'd have to be before this entire incident. Someone bled prior to the struggle shown on this tape. It had to have been Detective Goodman when he was really murdered.
That's ridiculous. I refuse to accept your absurd.
Oh wow, look who's stuttering once again!
Absurd claim. You sound like Phoenix. I'm imitating you.
Oh, well, then allow me to continue. The murder portrayed in the security tape has been proven to be a fluke. However...
I think you mean a fluke.
Nope. I know what I said. That does not explain the blood mark found on the locker.
So then, assuming this murder report really happened, when did it take place? I demand you show evidence that proves when it occurred.
Gladly. When did the first incident occur? It had to have been the 77777.
To summarize, the defense claims that prior to Officer Meekins being cut by Jake Marshall, who was posing as Detective Goodman, another incident took place in that evidence room.
That's right. The blood mark on this locker proves this.
Well, then tell us, when did this first incident occur? As Mr. Edgeworth said, proof must be presented.
Proof that shows when the murder took place. I've got that. Only one piece of evidence that can show that.
Now then, will the defense please present its evidence? What shows when the first crime took place?
We should probably save that some pretty soon.
Can't miss the chance.
Yeah.
Should we just go with the record?
That's my only guess. If the crime took place inside the evidence room, then the killer would have had to enter it. And in order to do so, an ID card would have been required. Officer Vikas brought the blue bladder panel into the evidence room net. Let's see here.
I can read.
Thank you.
Take place before that time, it would be 440. Oh, Phoenix. I thought you loved him. Oh.
No.
Miles Edgeworth, what have you done? I thought you were
Judge,
saying
you're
yesterday
jumping the
was
gun.
rest of your life, but instead
There
it
was-
might be this.
There was literally one number. There was literally a number before that one that I was going with. Why did you jump to that one? No. Of course it wasn't him. It was the 777.
What doesn't take a lot of thought to figure out who could have been me? Nope, I don't got no thoughts.
I'm afraid head is also empty up here.
Well, it's clear from the luminol test that the blood was there. However, when the second crime took place, both Officer Meekins and Officer Marshall failed to notice the blood.
Okay. Yeah, that means the blood from the first crime was wiped away. Also, it literally couldn't have been him. He has a parking ticket showing that he was all the way 30 minutes away. Oh, by the real murderer.
What about just 10 minutes to murder the victim? Carry his body away. We clean up the blood. Unfortunately, that's physically impossible even for someone as perfect as me.
The crime must have taken place before Mr. Edgeworth entered the room.
Which is what I was originally saying before you jumped the gun and decided to
I
accuse
cannot believe you
Mr.
find me accused as man like this. Only through my powers of deduction have I proved him
Let's
potentially innocent.
look at the chart again. There's only one other card, remember, remaining. 7777777. How many sevens? Is that 7 sevens? It's 7 sevens.
Scientifically speaking.
Yeah.
Talk about a holy number.
But wait, that doesn't make sense. How could Detective Goodman have entered the evidence room?
Since there's no record of his card being used beforehand,
He went in with one person. Yes.
yeah, he must have entered along with the real murderer. That's the only plausible explanation. He went in with 7777777.
Scientifically speaking, you could just say 7 sevens.
Nope, 7777777.
Mr. Edgeworth, please look into whether 7777777 is out. Find out whose ID number is 7777777.
That's 8 sevens. We are so too many sevens. Unfortunately, I am unable to look up the owner of that ID card. At least at present.
I mean, is it because he's not a police officer?
The ID.
Hello. Wrong voice. The ID,
Edgeworth, it sounds like you got really old all of a sudden.
the ID number 777777 belongs to someone of the rank of Captain Ohio. Someone who's so-called executive. Not have the authority to inquire into such a person's identity.
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to make sure my dad didn't call me.
When he went to let Pooch out, and I don't think I resumed it until right now. So,
Oh,
lost probably
well,
the last 10 minutes or so, but it's fine. It's fine.